know this is an odd time of the day kind of for me to be streaming, but we had time, so just see if anybody joins us or not. Oh, no, I've lost my scissors. Oh. It's Wednesday, so we're working on our whips. And very much our market stuff. So my stuffing, yes, I buy pillows. I hear not too long ago it was buy one get one free at Dollar General, and that's what I did. And for 4 big pillows, I think, I don't even know if it was $5 or $10. So I think it was 10 maybe. And it's the hypoallergenic, everything. Brand new pillows, stuffing, works perfect. So yeah, I was stuffing with this stuff long before it ever probably got on the internet or on anything suggested, YouTube, whatever. Doing it for years. Nothing new. So I'm just giving you confirmation that it's a good idea. But I'm stuffing pumpkins. I'm preparing a pumpkin stack. So it's my first pumpkin stack. I've made several pumpkins, but not a stack yet. And it's been on my bucket list, project bucket list for a while, so. See if we can see Luna. Watching some YouTube. Hey, Lulu. Luna! Yeah, she doesn't want to. Playing with her blankie. Playing with her blankie. I call it her little binky. It's definitely her binky. She loves her binky. And I used to always kind of find it odd that she did that and kind of doing like the cat, massaging, kneading biscuits. But it is a thing for dogs. It's a relaxing, soothing thing for them as well. So, learned that a long time ago. So I just let her have her time. Let her have her time. I'm trying to get this all stuffed. Okay. We need a little bit more. Like I said, I'm working on pumpkin stacks today. Trying to get them done for market. So I've got the medium one done, the smaller one done. Well, no, actually, this is, I think, is going to be my larger one. And working on the medium one right now. So I'm just doing the half double crochet ribbed is my favorite pattern to use for these. And it's the same pattern that I honestly use for all of my stocking hats and beanies and all that, because it's just so quick and simple. And I like the look of it because it kind of has that knit look a little bit too. So Let's see what Lou's doing. See what Lou's doing. Oh, there she is. There she is. Still watching her YouTube. You say hi? You say hi? Oh, now we're getting too close. Now we're getting too close. Yeah, you want to be up here by Mom now? Mm-hmm. You want to be up here by Mom? See, the weather's getting nice here now, and you're wanting to be outside more. Don't blame you. So for all of our crochet friends, what are you working on? Anybody working on anything fun? Getting any market stuff ready too? We just have our little hometown markets going on right now that getting prepped for, so they're always fun. I've got most of my plushie things already done. Just kind of doing some Halloween themed a little bit and fall. Got my chickens pretty well all done. The only one that I haven't finished yet, I'm going to do some of these smaller ones in like the regular acrylic yarn, because all the rest of mine right now are the plushie. So I'm going to try some of these. I hadn't tried any of those yet, and I'm actually liking them for like the smaller version, because some people, that's all they want is just something kind of small to set out. So I'm going to try those and see how they go over. I'm really trying to get all these projects done because market is in about 2 weeks for me, is when my season's starting for me. So trying to get all them done because I have so much home renovation stuff to get wrapped up, finished up. Our contractor's supposed to be here in another week or so to finish up some things. So I'll probably be putting up some videos on some of that stuff that I want to get done, because I have flooring to finish up in our hallway. I have this, let me see, I don't know, my brick wall right there that you can see right up there that I haven't got finished, that's been months. So I need to get that faux wall done. So yeah, I have a lot of things going on right now. A lot of projects, a lot of fun. But it's stuff that I like to do, so. And since I'm retired now, it'll be 3 weeks, actually tomorrow, no, this weekend, it'll be 3 weeks that I have officially retired. So I have plenty of time now to get stuff done. And I am enjoying it, that's for sure. So being able to plan things out, get things done. Like I said, I'm working on pumpkin stacks right now today, so I've got 3 sizes done. I got the bigger one, my smaller one, and then I'm working on the medium-sized one. I'm just kind of guesstimating on some of it, so just kind of doing my own thing. I've seen all kinds of patterns and, you know, inspiration out there, but I'm just kind of doing my own thing. I'm not going by anybody's pattern, really. There's just a lot of inspiration out there right now for the pumpkin stacks and the pumpkins, all kinds of pumpkins. I did try doing a pumpkin plushie pillow that turned out really cute, which I don't have right here with me right now, but it turned out really cute. And my setup today's pretty primitive. I'm just going by my phone today, as you all can tell, I'm sure. So I still need to get the whole camera thing figured out. I've had that camera forever, and now that things have changed for me and my life has slowed down immensely with work and everything, since, like I said, I am retired now. So I'm easing into retirement phase, and I have a lot more time. So yeah, I'm gonna get the whole camera thing figured out finally. And because I've been doing YouTube for quite a while, but it's been mainly with the dogs, with shorts and stuff. So yeah, if you want to check out any Luna shorts, go over and Jonna's Journey and watch Luna on the shorts. There's some really cute ones. Our little Bailey that, you know, she's no longer with us now. She's in there too in some of those, and I love going back and watching her because she was, oh, just loved her. She was a little love bug, and she was such a good girl. Such a good girl. So we have her forever memorialized in our shorts and stuff. So, and I have a few videos out there here and there scattered around that I've just played with off and on. So it's just something fun to do in my spare time, I guess. So nothing fancy. Nothing fancy at all over here, but just having fun doing it. That's all we care about, is just having fun and spreading that. And I truly have a love of crochet. I've been crocheting since I was 8 years old. My aunt taught me, and she had disabilities, and she really couldn't get around that great, but she did not let that hinder her. And she worked full time. She had, you know, full, productive, awesome life. And strongest woman I know. Strongest woman I've ever known. And she taught me how to crochet at a very young age. So, like I said, I was about 8 years old. And I'm 55 now. I'm 55. So that's a long time. And I definitely have a passion for it. Definitely do. So, but I love to learn from other people, because some of these younger girls and stuff that are out here doing it now too, you know, they've come up with some really neat and creative things. I love watching it because there's some things that I've tried and it's just like really fun. It's really fun to do, and I love it. So everybody keep creating. Keep on creating. Because it definitely is an outlet, good stress reliever, anxiety reliever. That's the main reason why I started crocheting, was because I had such anxiety and I had panic attacks for years. And even as a very young girl, around the time that I was even 8 years old, and it just helped relieve a lot of that in me. And because it's, once you're doing it, it's just kind of mindless, and you just kind of go with the flow, and you let your thoughts just focus nowhere really, and they just relax, and you're just mindful of what you're doing and stitching and creating. So it's an awesome thing. Recommend it to everyone, honestly. Everyone. So I'm going to have to count my stitches here before too long, see if I'm getting to where, because I think I'm going to do about 32 rows, because I did 32 chain, no, I did 30. 30 chains across, and then probably do about 30-ish rows. So I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 16, 18, 22, 26. So I have about 3 more rows to go. So. And again, I'm just doing the half double crochet across, and then at the ends, to kind of taper them to gather the pumpkin at the ends, I'm just doing the single crochet. So. And I wanted to be comfy today, so I'm sitting in the Hubs' chair. It's the best place really for me to be right now, I think. And lighting in here is so much better, because here in our living room we have the big window right here. If I can get it to go. So I have a lot of light, so it really does help. And of course, there's Lou. There's Lulu watching out. Her little perch. We're getting ready to move all this furniture out. We did order new furniture, so this huge sectional, she's gonna have to get her fill. Have to get her fill out of her big, huge bed in here. Because we did get us some new furniture, so we're gonna have it delivered here in about another week or so. And then it's gonna move back to our son because it's actually his sectional. So we'll have a lot more room in here again. It served its purpose, so now it needs to go back home to him. So there's a few people popping in and out. More than what I kind of thought, so that's good. Like I said, it's kind of an odd time of day, but oh well. This is kind of the part of the day whenever I do get a lot of my crocheting done because there's no one here but me. No one here but me, so me and Luna. Me and my girl. And at night, if I decide to stay up later of an evening, because my husband does drive truck, so um, he's not gone overnight anymore. He used to be long haul, but not anymore. And so at night, a lot of times I'll stay up and crochet a little bit later so he can sleep because he goes to bed anywhere from like 3 o'clock in the afternoon to 10 o'clock at night, depending on when he gets home from his hauls. So even though they're more local, he does travel through the Midwest. So because that is where we're located, is in the Midwest. So kind of a three-state area is what he kind of goes. So I don't really want to, wake him up. So this is something I can do at night too, whenever he's in bed. And our youngest son does still live with us, and he works a lot, and then he does his thing too. He actually does a gaming channel. I don't remember his name right now on there, but he has his own little channel, and he's doing pretty good. He does pretty good at it. So, whenever I get the name, I can share it with y'all if there's any gamers out there. So. Hello, people. You can pop a message in, let me know where you're from, who you are, if you're doing any crocheting, whatever. Okay, I think I've got enough rows. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28. Oh no, I need one more. One more. To get my 30 rows, and I'll see what I think at that time. We're actually having some pretty good sun and weather today. It's chilly. It's in the 60s, I think. So I'm not minding it one bit. It's definitely fall. Definitely fall. Hello! I am actually making stackable pumpkins. If you're still here, Lucky. I have the large one already done that I have stuffed, and then this is actually my smaller one for the top, and then I have my medium-sized one that I'm finishing up the last row on. So I'm just going for a neutral one on this, and then I have stuff that I'm going to decorate it with. I found me some real cute stuff thrifting the other day, actually at our local thrift store that I got for like super cheap, and it's so pretty. It's so pretty. So I probably won't get it all put together while I'm on here today, but I'm definitely will get back on here whenever I do go to assemble them. I'll probably do another live to assemble them. So, or do a short of some kind. Like I said, I do a lot of shorts. I've been doing YouTube for a long time, but it's mainly been shorts with the dogs, with our girls. So you can hop over there and watch all of our little shorts and stuff. I have made some videos too, but not a lot, so. 2, 4, 6, 8. Okay, I've got 30 rows. So I don't know. May want to do about 5 more rows to get it to be a little bit more chunky, a little bit more filled out, because I want it to be symmetrical between the other 2 pumpkins. So when I go to stack them. Are any of you all working on anything fall related or market stuff? Feel free to tell me all about it in the comments, because I love knowing, listening and watching and knowing what everybody else is making, because again, it's so relaxing for me to just even sit and watch on YouTube too, watching people crochet. I absolutely love it. It's very relaxing, very nice and relaxing. Because even though I've been crocheting for ever since I was 8, you know, like I said, 40 years. Actually longer than that, but probably, you know, something like that, you know. I'm 55 now, like I said, and I've been crocheting since I was 8. I'm still learning stuff, you know, because you get in those ruts of where you're just kind of doing the same old, and it's like, no, I really want to create. I mean, I've never did the amigurumi, or however you pronounce it. I've really never done that. I never really had, you know, anything that I thought that I'd want to make. But now that I have grandbabies, oh my gosh, they're so much fun to make. I mean, some of it's a little bit hard, but it's not that big a deal. You know, it's like if you just sit and have patience, and if you've been crocheting long enough, you know. So I've not done so much of that, but I've done the plushies. You know, I've started making the plushies, and those have been fun. Those have been fun to do. So, and they're a little bit easier, you know, because it's the chunkier yarn and stuff, and my youngest grandson, he's into Nightmare Before Christmas. And so I just made him some stuff for that, and he absolutely loved it. Some stuffies for that, and they were just kind of my test subjects. So he's testing them out for me. He's 3, so they'll get a good testing. That's for sure. So what are you doing, Lou? What are you doing? You want to say hi? Oh, no? Well, you moved. Are you saying hi? Yeah, well, you gotta get in the frame so people can see you. See your pretty face. Yeah, you're making your presence known, aren't you? So you keep moving around. I can't get you in frame. Putting the final rows on my middle of my pumpkin, of my stackable pumpkin I'm working on. I got myself all moved around now. So y'all have any fall fun plans? Do you have anything coming up? Celebrations, festivals, anything? Fall is my favorite time of year. I like summer, but where I live is so humid. I am surrounded by cornfields. Surrounded by cornfields. So if you can guess what state that is, which I know everybody has corn, whatever. But I'm in Illinois, so it's, yeah, we're surrounded by corn and beans. Where I'm at is basically in the middle of nowhere. So I am lucky that I can even do this because I'm literally in the middle of nowhere. So to be able to do anything, so if it's a little bit grainy or whatever, that's good because where we're at, we're lucky to have any internet at all. So oh shoot, I was doing single crochet. I only needed 2. I'm messing up already. You need to go potty, Woo? You need to go outside? Okay, I'll be right back. Little Miss has to go potty. Try not to trip over everything. Say where Mama can see you. Say where I can see you. Okay. Got her outside. Run off some of her energy. It is way too nice for her to be inside today, and I should be out on my patio actually. And you know, maybe move out there later. Have about 1 or 2 more rows on this pumpkin for my stackable pumpkin. I know I keep saying that over and over, but people keep coming in and out, so I keep trying to kind of let everybody know what I'm doing. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17. Okay, I'm at 35 rows, and I think that'll be enough and give me enough stretch to where it'll go between my 2 other pumpkins. I already have the larger pumpkin crocheted and the smaller one, my topper one. I have them stuffed, but I don't have the tops done yet. I don't have them sewed together yet. So, oh boy, side by sides are going by. Lou doesn't like those normally, so hopefully she leaves them alone. So now that I have this done, I'm just going to end up just doing a slip stitch, a regular slip stitch of grabbing the outside chain on each side and just slip stitching it closed like normal. Because I do it at the side, of course, then I stitch the end and then I stuff it. So this isn't my favorite part of the crocheting process because it takes me forever. Even though I've been doing it forever, it takes me forever. So, because my hands just don't work as good from, because I was a nail tech for years, and so my hands are just, you know, and that's one reason why I've retired, because of that. So, I did it for almost 18 years. So, and I loved my job. I absolutely loved it. I would still be doing it if it wasn't for my body. You know, anything you do repetitively, and everything I've done in my life as far as work, of course, has of course been by my hands. So, but honestly, crocheting and stuff and keeping your hands moving actually does help with them. You know, if you do have like arthritis, things like that, doing something that keeps them moving. Now, sitting and doing it for hours and hours and hours on end, probably not, but just keep your hands moving. Just keep your hands moving, because that's definitely what I'm going to keep doing, because arthritis does run in our family, of course, and so yeah. But from being a nail tech, I developed cysts and stuff in my wrists, and I do have neck and back issues, which, you know, a lot of people have, but again, it's just because of you know, a lot of sitting and a lot of repetitive work and stuff like that, which, what am I doing right now, you know? So, but I try to schedule through my day of, you know, time to crochet, time to get up and do, you know, house stuff and all that. So, okay, I've got that sewn together now. I'm a seam, sorry. The seam with that right there. So I usually cut off a long enough strip then, which y'all that crochet know all this, but for ones that don't, I just leave a long enough tail that I can sew this up to gather it. Just kind of like gathering stitch, basically, kind of sort of thing. I have all kinds of needles that I use too, sewing needle type things. I love the plastic ones that have the bigger, and I even have one that's a little bit bigger. That I love this little pack right here that I got from Hobby Lobby that has like your measuring tape, 3 different kinds of yeah, my mind is going. These little markers, and then you have all kinds of needles and everything. So there's the one needle. I really like this for my bulkier yarn. So I'm just using this one today since it's a regular 4-weight acrylic. And I do like this one too for my, which right now I have the acrylic on it, but for my cotton. For my cotton yarns, it works great. And Ms. Lou may be back. I don't know. Thread this up. And I just weave it in and out all the way around, and I do it at the towards the very top, like the very top stitches right in here, because because it does so much better to gather it. It doesn't make it as bulky, and it kind of allows it to sit and lay like a pumpkin better. Okay, let's go see if Lou is done. Okay. I don't know if she's done or not. Don't see her. Luna! See how pretty it is out today? It is so nice. Oh, there she is. There she is. She loves going over there and just sniffing around. And am I probably rolling in some stuff too, but you know, she's a dog. Lulu! Come on! You come and get your bacon? No? Come on! Come on! Here you come. Come on. I know, it's gorgeous out. Okay, we don't need to clear up your nose. Oh, I think she found a squirrel. Lulu! Okay. She'll be back. A squirrel was more important at this time, I guess. Get this pumpkin sewed up and get it stuffed. These are really simple, really quick. Now, to go and stack them, don't know. Not ever done a stackable before, but I'm sure I can figure it out. Again, I'm not following anybody's pattern. I'm just doing it on my own. This is the stitch and the pattern of just simple 2 single crochet in the back loop on each end, and then however many rows across, however big, tall you want the pumpkin, chain that many out, is what I should say first, is chain it out however long, however, plump you want it. And then I do the 2 single crochet on each end of the back loop, and then in the center stitches, however many across like that, but I do it in a half double. And then it does just kind of give you this stretchy, I love the pattern of that. I just love the way that it looks. So that's what I tend to do for my pumpkins. And it's super easy and super fast. And I do that for my beanies too. Almost all my beanies for that, my simple ones, I make them with the same stitch, and I'm sure a lot of you do. And even for my, like my ear warmer headband type things too. And then I'll just sew a button on for some of my, like the little girl ones, so they can, have different flowers or bows or whatever, and you can just have them, like interchange your colors of like your flowers and stuff with those buttons. So I have some of those made already, prepped up to go. So if y'all want to see some of the things that I've got made up and everything, just let me know, and I can do a little short, or on one of my lives sometime. I can just set my stuff out here in the next couple of days or so, because I'll probably be doing something to finish up these stackable pumpkins, because I won't get them assembled today, probably, but I'm getting them at least crocheted and stuffed. So do the rest of it off live and put up another video or short or something of it to do the finished product. And Luna went chasing a squirrel, I think, so I'm waiting on her to get back. Bacon wasn't enough to lure her to come in. So I'm almost to the end of this one. Couple more stitches and I'll be to the end, and I can gather it up and get it stuffed. And then I just start gathering it. I'm just trying to space it out enough, but kind of give it that ripply look. And of course, this is the inside, so yeah, you just gather that. Make the hole as tight as you can so you can't really see it, no stuffing coming out. And then I just thread through to knot it. Because like I said, this is on the inside, so it doesn't really matter. You're not going to see it. Just hold that as best you can. Be nice if we had about 8 arms, 8 hands, whatever. And then I just kind of thread it through to reinforce it. If I can get my plastic down, there we go. Kind of weave it in, weave in your ends, and hide it. And then I'll make me another knot. Pull it tight. And another knot. I want this baby to stay together. Okay, and then I just clip it off. And turn it right side out. And so then you have your little gathered in there, which there's a little bit of a hole there. So what you can do is kind of go back in and stitch that up a little bit more if you want to, which I think I'm going to try to do. But first, I'm going to go check on Lou again. Still doing her thing. Okay, I'm going to switch to my other needle because it's a little bit finer and I can thread it, or it's already threaded. I have some already threaded. So, just go back to the inside since I have a little bit of a visible hole there in the bottom that I was showing y'all. I'm going to go ahead and try to just kind of sew that up. Oh, of course, here she is. Oh my gosh. Little stinker. Okay. You ready for your cookie? You ready for some cookies? Good girl. You have such good nails. You have such good nails. Okay. Okay, get back to trying to close up my pumpkin. Because I had a little bit of a hole bigger than what I want to be exposed at the bottom, so I'm just going to try to close that up a little better. Because I don't want stuffing coming out of it, so. And especially if little people, you know, pick them up and play with them and stuff. They don't need to be picking the stuffing out at the bottom of them. Because believe me, I know. I have 2 grandbabies, so I get it. Okay, so yeah, so now we don't have a hole. We don't have the hole down there. So no little fingers can pick the stuffing out. But you know, at that age I probably would have done the same. I know I would have. I know I would have. Okay, tie that off and clip it and clip that other one. Okay, so now we can stuff this one. And yeah, as I said kind of earlier on, I get pillows, and I get the hypoallergenic, all the stuff in it, so whenever you do go to stuff these, then you don't have any allergy type stuff going. And it's way more cost effective, and you get just as much or more if you just go and purchase your pillows and cut open the top. I know some people, I have reused my old pillows for things in the past, but it's normally for things just for us, because I think about, you know, well, that's my pillow that I've been sleeping on. You know, I don't know that somebody else wants my old pillow stuffing. So I have done it for things here for pillows for us, but for my market stuff such as this, I do not. I buy the pillows. So at Dollar General, whenever they're on sale, it is an awesome deal, because I got these huge pillows, the really nice, like, I can't remember if I think it was a 2-pack. I think it was a 2-pack of pillows. Big king size pillows. They were buy one get one free of the 2-packs. So that's what I did, and I think I only paid either $5 or $10, and I'm just like, yeah, this is way more cost effective. And it's a hypoallergenic, it has microbial, it has like microbial whatever in it too. So I don't remember, does it say? Yes, it's soft and supple microfiber cover, which I don't care about the cover, I'm just using the stuffing. Hypoallergenic, high loft fiber fill, ideal for washing, drying, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, it's worth it. Way worth it to just purchase the pillows and get them whenever you can get a deal. Again, like I said, I got mine at Dollar General. So, and I have 2 Dollar Generals that aren't very far from me at all. Because again, like I said, live in the middle of nowhere, so I'm lucky that I even have internet. So, you know, our lives are probably not crisp and crystal clear to everybody, but, you know, you do what you can do and just have fun doing it. So yeah, I've got this pumpkin pretty well stuffed now. So we'll see if I did my guesstimation good or not, because I have my large one, my middle-sized one, and oh my gosh, I'm looking at this, and I could do like a little snowman out of these colors, like to do like just more of like a farmhouse snowman type thing too, even. But right now I'm focusing on pumpkins. So for my Christmas markets, I can think about that. So yeah, I think I guesstimated pretty good. Like I said, I'm not following anybody's pattern. There's so much inspiration out there though. So what I'm gonna do is just start sewing up, because I think I got my measurements good on this one. So I just need to start closing these babies up. I'm wanting to do some scarecrow. I've seen some really good scarecrow like plushies and stuff, and just scarecrow inspired stuff that I would like to kind of try too. There's some little bags that I saw the other day too that I thought about trying, but I haven't done it yet. So yeah, I'm just going to start weaving my needle in and out to gather like I did the bottom. And I just use those very top end row stitches. And you can kind of get lost in your fiberfill stuff, but just kind of weave it in and out. Catching those top stitches, because you want it to be able to weave pretty good and just really get it as tightly tied as possible. And which on this top one you want to make sure, because it's going to be your top pumpkin, so you want it to be as closed as possible, so then whenever you do go to, you know, decorate and stuff, that it's covered up, which I guess by the time you get it decorated it should be covered anyway, so it won't matter too bad, I guess. And I think I am going to incorporate, I do have some of those wood, like stem wood pieces from Dollar Tree that I think I'm going to use as my stems, or if not, just go outside, because I live in the country and I have access to plenty of trees. So, and plenty of limbs right now, because we've had a few storms come through, so we have plenty of limbs that my husband has kind of gathered and stuff, so I should have enough, because I like to incorporate natural stuff too, and different textures and fibers and doing all the things, because it makes it so nice, so fun. And making it your own. You know, I'm all about, you know, I love to look at other people's things and look at it and be like, oh, but I could do this, like I just did a little bit ago with this, you know, of like, okay, seeing it now on camera put together could totally be a version of a snowman, you know. So yeah, there's so many things you can do, and just so much fun doing it and making it your own. That's one reason why I love Pinterest so much, is because I go there for inspiration all the time. All the time. Okay. Okay, so this is my top pumpkin, and I've got it cinched at the top. And I am going to go ahead and tie a knot. Because it'll help cinch that close even more. Which I know I was saying before, earlier, you want to cinch it pretty close, but really, in a way, I kind of want to have a little bit of an opening. So whenever I go to do my stem, my wooden stem, then I can get it poked down in there and glued in, you know, with hot glue or whatever I decide to do at the time. That's something for future me. So, okay. So now I get my needle, and I need to weave in a few of the ends. Uh-oh. I need to turn that. I'm watching people mow lawns today on YouTube. don't know. It's just so relaxing to me to watch people mow lawns. I don't know why. I've been doing it. Oh my gosh, I've been watching it ever since, we were all having to stay home and find something to do. So I I've still been doing it because it's just relaxing. So yeah, see, I mean, and it got me out in my yard more too. It was like, oh, I've got inspiration to get out and clean my yard and do all the cleaning and all that kind of stuff too. I mean, it's just kind of fun to watch. I don't know who this person is. It's not anybody I'm subscribed to, but it's one that just came up and I've just left it on. Because that's what I do a lot. People that I do subscribe to, I'll just turn it on in the background and I'll just leave it going because it helps for some of these people that are monetized and this is their income and stuff. It's like, hey, I'm going to help them. Okay, so I've got this one sewed up. And I do have like my little kind of my knotted tie there, but I don't care because you're not going to see it. Not going to see it because it's going to be covered by the stem and whatever other stuff that I have on there that I want to decorate with. So I've got that one done. So now I need to do my medium-sized pumpkin. And get me a long enough piece of string to gather it. And on this one, it isn't going to matter at all because it's going to be totally covered up. So I just need to get it gathered enough that the stuffing stays in and because it's my center pumpkin. So and again, just weaving my needle in and out. I'm using my thinner one because it's just easier to get into those very end stitches at the top. Get it weaved in, to get it gathered up. Oh, just went back into one of my stitches. Oh, Luna's over there passed out now. She went out and ran for a while. Over there taking her nap. Zonked out. She's used to, us not being home, and so it's been a transition for her too, because it's like I'm back in her domain. It's like, mom's home now, and It's like, I don't know what to do. Somebody's here all day now. You know, because she'd have run of the house every day, and now she doesn't. She has mom home with her every day now. Which she does like it though, because then if I go anywhere, she gets to go with me. So today I went to put my tennis shoes on, and she was all excited because she thought we were going. She was like jumping up and down, literally, because she was like, "Oh, we're going somewhere." And it's like, "Sorry, sis, we're not. Not today. Today's a stay-home day. We've been going for the last couple days, so." Okay, so I've got this one closed up. Doesn't matter that I have a little bit of a hole there because this is my center pumpkin. And even this down here at the bottom, it closed up really good. So I have no complaints on that. But this one has a little bit. Again, like I said, doesn't matter because it's going to be in the center with two pumpkins sitting on top of it. So now I just need to weave in my ends. I've already done a couple of knots to secure it, but I just kind of want to leave a little bit more tail woven in and kind of secure it. I'm all about making sure everything's nice and secure because I want quality. I don't want them falling apart. And, you know, stuff coming out and stuffing and whatnot. And okay, got that tied up. Snip these ends off. So now I've got my small pumpkin and my middle pumpkin. So once I get them shaped a little bit better, decide which is going to be top and which, you know, as far as placing them and stuff. So now we're on to the big one. Some yarn for sewing. Oh, he looks lumpy and bumpy right now. Okay. Doesn't really matter because I'm going to be sewing him, so he's going to get jerked around, so. Sewing up my bottom large pumpkin for my stack. Again, I just hit those outside stitches so then it gathers better and easier and has a nicer pucker, I guess you can say, and lays better for me anyway. Everybody feel free for hints and tips and tricks. I'm always learning, and I heard a sound, and it's actually, I guess, my people on YouTube. Advertisement on YouTube. Oh wow, I've been on here for an hour already. Okay, I'm at the end finally. And this one is my bottom pumpkin, so I'm gonna have to be kind of mindful of what side is gonna be the bottom because I don't want little fingers, little people, picking the stuffing out, which, it happens. When I was little, I'm sure I'd do the same thing. And, they should be able to look at them and stuff, so. Which with these, maybe not, because I'm going to have some greenery and stuff with them, but. So pull it as tight as you can. This is the part that I wish I had 50 fingers. And some extra hands. Okay. Good and tied up. Don't want the stuffing to come out. Like I said, these are my stackables, so this is my larger pumpkin, so I need to have at least one side that doesn't have stuffing kind of coming out. So I've got this one all tied up and it's pretty well closed up. I think this will be the bottom. So then we won't have stuffing coming out with little fingers that maybe you'll be playing with it, possibly. Depending on how I decorate it, that's for sure, so. I'll just get those stuffed back in. Oop. I need to do that. And yeah, with this, even though it's a 4 acrylic weight, I used my, I think it's an E, is F? Yes. A 2.75 millimeter F hook. So it is smaller, but I really like the way it's stitched, because they're a little bit closer together. I tend to be, well, no, I was going to say tend to be a tighter stitch, but really sometimes it seems like I'm a little bit on the looser side, but yes, using the F hook. No. Anymore, you don't hardly ever see the numbers and the letters together, and so a lot of my hooks are older hooks, and I even still, even though I've been doing it for a million years, I still have to look it up sometimes. What, if it shows this millimeter, it's like, oh, but what letter? I need to know the letter. I go by the letters, so more so than anything. But I mean, you kind of do memorize it after a while, true. But still, there's those times that I question it. Okay. Kind of trying to shape him a little bit better, but here is my larger pumpkin form. So, of course, this won't be what it looks like totally, but the pumpkin stack that I'm going for. That for Christmas, I think I'm gonna do some snowmen in this way too. So, and decorate them, farmhouse type snowman, and maybe do like a pure white one even. And so yeah, but right now pumpkin stack. So I'm gonna put the stem on, and then I have some. It's actually, I think they were wreaths that I got that have like the berries and things like that, like the berry um, garland that I'm going to use to decorate it with. So, and right now I've got my chicken form, one of my chicken forms. I'm going to go ahead, I think, and stuff him, her, whatever, I don't know, because I've got it all done, and I don't know if I'm going to use safety eyes or if I'm going to embroidery. I need to be deciding, don't I? Because either way, it would be easier to do it before I sew it up. Because I was thinking about just doing like an X stitch for the eye. My nose. So it's really, after I get this stuffed, I'm just going to have to stitch it up. So, I don't know what I want to do. Safety eye or a cross stitch for an eye. I may just want to do the cross stitch. The bigger ones, I did the safety eyes. This is the first time that I've done the smaller version. So, and these are supposed to be just kind of, I think they said heirloom or something like that. So I'm thinking that I may just want to do the cross stitch, so in case little hands get a hold of them, and want to play with them. Then that'll be a little safer for, little people, little fingers. So I'll need to get some black to do that with, because I think I'll just stuff it for now and then do the cross stitch and then sew it up, because it'd be much easier to do the cross stitch eye before I sew it up, because I don't like trying to do it after. I don't know why so many people with their patterns, they have the people doing it after. To me, it's so much easier just to do all of that intricate work, and if you're having to do a face or anything like that, it's just much easier to do it before you sew everything, get it. I mean, stuffing isn't such a big deal, but sewing it up, I think, makes it a little bit harder. So yeah. So yeah, all I have to do is I'm going to go ahead and just hand do the cross stitch for the eye, and then probably do the same for its little beak. Just do the simple back and forth stitch, just straight stitch for the little beak. And then the comb, I will crochet that on. So I think that's what you call it, right? Is the little comb. So yeah, I think that'll be cute. I'm gonna make a few more of these because I really think that they're gonna be kind of cute because I have the bigger plushy ones. So I just kind of want to have all sizes for people, because there's some people that do want the bigger ones and some that just want something little, to kind of set out. So but my next project is that I am going to do, I have some little round facial like scrubbies that I'm selling in packs of like 2 and 4 for kid ones, like for infant, and then I have some for adult too that I'm doing. So I think what I'm going to do is do some in more of a neutral color, and then I also was thinking about doing, I have these headbands that are just kind of this wide with, they're tied, and then I have done some of the square, or not square, triangular bandanas, but I've been selling more of just the headbands that are just like so thick. So I'm probably gonna try working on some of those too today. So um, probably just kind of work on some now for those headbands. I usually just chain out 6, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain out 8, and then I do the single crochet, and then I do a half double crochet across, and then the single crochet and half double crochet. And I just kind of like the way that pattern kind of works up, because it gives it, kind of, it's just not your basic stitch, and it kind of, and then whenever I end and turn, I chain 1 and I do the single crochet, half double crochet, single crochet, half double, single, half double, end with a single, and then I just chain 1 and turn, do the single, half double, single, half double, single, half double. And it's not just like you're straight across, just, single crochet or double crochet. It kind of gives it a little bit of a pretty pattern, kind of more of a feminine pattern, I guess you could say. And then I wait until the end to do the ties. Some of them, I think, do the ties before, but I kind of wait towards the end, so then I can kind of do my own thing on that. And so for an adult length, I usually do around a 19. No, actually an 18 for the band. And then I crochet out extra, of course, to tie behind. So then you can kind of custom fit it. And then for children's, for the crocheted part. I usually do like around a 16, 17, and then of course chain out, you know, for the ties in the back for the headband that I'm working on. So excuse me. And again, I'm just doing the single crochet, half double, then a single crochet, a half double, single, half double, and chaining one and turning. And then with whatever you stop on, that's what your opposite is. So it'd be a single, a double, a single, a half double. I think I said double on that one, but it's half double. Single, half double, chain one and turn. So then you want to do the opposite. It'd be a single, half double, single, half double, single, half double. And I'm just trying to get, you know, more fall colors. So yeah, it's just has kind of like a little different pattern to it. It's not just excuse me, just a little bit different texture. It's kind of a form of this, I think you call it seed stitch, maybe. I think that's what people call it. Even though I've been doing this for a long time, I'm not up on like the patterns, like the names of patterns and stuff, and like the seed stitch thing. I know a granny square and a granny stitch, you know. I did that, you know, that was my first, you know, those were my first stitches, you know. Everybody, I think, starts out with that. So it's pretty easy, and you can make some really cute stuff out of it, and I think I dropped a stitch somewhere. Oh boy, yep. Gonna have to throw that. I sure did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, because I did out 8. So, yep, I'm back on track. Two, 3. Oh my goodness, get stuck. I'm using the cone of the Lily Sugar and Cream, which I absolutely love it. I know it's a little bit stiffer and whatever whenever you're originally working with it, and it feels really scratchy, but excuse me, I had to get something to drink. But it works up really good. And I'm having to do this again because I'm not paying attention. I'm not paying attention what I'm doing. But yes, it is scratchy, and it does kind of tend to be a little bit stiff, but whenever you go to wash it and stuff, it does soften up, and you can use like a fabric softener or something like that to help soften it up. But I'm telling you what, this holds up forever. I have had really virtually all of like my dishcloths, my cleaning cloths, everything as far as like in the kitchen and stuff like that. And yes, I have used them for my bathroom cleaning and everything too. But they have lasted forever. I mean, I made some back whenever I was even single and not married yet, and I've been married for 28 years, and those cloths have continued to move with me every time we have moved, even. And yes, I've had to throw some out because they have gotten, stained up and whatever, and just ready for some new colors and stuff like that. But I'm telling you what, they hold up tremendously. If that's something you want to even start out on, if there's new crocheters out there, crochet up some really nice, durable, long-lasting dish rags, washcloths, facial cloths, because 100% cotton is so nice. Okay, I think I'm back on track with my count now, because this was about to drive me crazy. Because if I don't pay attention, I get all over the place sometimes. Now that I got my count back on, maybe I can make some progress. Oh my goodness. I've had to rip this out like, I think 2 or 3 times now, so, which is ridiculous because it's like the easiest thing ever to do, but it just shows you whenever I get to talking and get focused on something else how sideways it can go, even doing something like this. So, uh, so yeah, right now I'm just working on some easy headbands because I've been getting some more requests just for these simple headbands. So simple. Again, just crochet out, chain out how wide you want it. Measure your head of how you want the band to go around your head. And then just crocheting, chaining out your ties. And I usually chain out the ties and then I'll do a single crochet back up the tie to just reinforce them. So then they're not just a chain and just, you want to have a little bit of durability there, a little bit of reinforcement. And it doesn't make a bulky tie or anything like that. It just makes it to where it ties nicely and your ties don't get all stretched out from just being a chain stitch. Again, I just do a half double, a single, a half double, single, half double, single, half double, chain. Then I start out with a single, a half double, a single, half double, single, half double, and a single. Just lost it. Anybody else working on any projects right now? Feel free to let me know. Luna's taking a nap right now, so she's over there in her pillow fort. Oh, if you guys watch our shorts, you know what I'm talking about. So, 'cause yeah, I do a lot of shorts with her, so that's mainly what I've done over the years because I haven't had time to really do any other. And now that, again, like I've said earlier in the live, I'm retired now, so I have more time. So I've been trying to play around with doing a live here and there, and we'll see how it goes. This is kind of fun. I don't have anything else to do, you know. As far as like, I'm just gonna sit here and crochet, and I'd rather do it with people, have people come along and talk to and spend time with, and did I just mess that up? Yes, I did. I ended on a half double, so I need to start on a single, I think. No, I did end on a single, so I need to do a half double. So, yep, okay. We're good. See? Got off track. Usually I'm just mindlessly doing it, but I've not done this and sat and talked on the internet at the same time, so, oh goodness. We're making some progress. Making some progress. I like that with the different shades of brown and stuff for fall. I think that's going to be really pretty. It's just a simple headband, hairband. My lighting is going on me, even though it's still early in the day. I'm in the country and I'm surrounded by trees and shade. I mean, we have wonderful shade for in the summertime and stuff, but then as the day goes on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yes. As the day goes on, my light fades pretty quickly in here. Even though we have the big window, the picture window in here, and we still get pretty good light, it dwindles pretty fast. Oh wow. It's been over an hour and a half that I've been on here. Time passes when you're having fun. I've enjoyed my time. I think it's been good. Otherwise, it would have been just me sitting here and. But we've also been tending to Luna and doing all the things. Now she's over there napping, so I don't have to worry about her right now. Track again. Anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I'm going to stop and measure this just to see where I'm at. It's definitely not the length that I want yet, but I was showing this earlier. I love this little pack that I got from Hobby Lobby with all the markers and all sort of needles and stuff. I'm so glad I found it. And it was on a day that I think they did have a lot of stuff marked down. It was like, I think it was 50% off maybe. I don't remember now. But it was a day that I got pretty lucky that I didn't have to pay full price for it. And even then, the original price was maybe $3. I don't know, but it was a pretty good deal. So, and I wasn't even really looking, but I came across it. I was like, yeah, that is perfect. So, just for the stitch markers alone, I was always taking a piece of thread and tying it, whatever, and now I have those, and it's like I can just, bing. Okay, this is 8.5 inches long right now, so I still have a little ways to go, but I just kind of wanted to get an estimate of where I was at. Because I will probably crochet this out, the band part, to probably about a 17, maybe. I'll just have to see. Because, of course, like I said, you're going to have your ties to tie it at the base of your neck and the back. So, we'll see what I decide. And I hope the quality is not too grainy today, because there's some days that I have done this that the quality isn't the greatest, because like I said, I live in the middle of nowhere and lucky that I have internet. So hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I hope you can see. If somebody could tell me how it looks, I'd appreciate it. Again, I'm just working on a hairband. Simple, just one that I just do. No pattern I go by. I'm doing kind of a take off the seed stitch. Basically just crochet it out, chain out however wide you want it. And then however many rows long you want it for the measurement of your head. And I think I just started that off wrong. Yep, I did. No, I ended it wrong. Well, today's Wednesday, so people that work out there, you're halfway through your week, so that's good. Pretty quiet around here this afternoon. Everybody in my house is at work. Luna's taking her nap. Like I said, I'm in her, I'm in her domain now that I'm home every day. It's kind of thrown her schedule off a little bit because she used to just have the run of the house when we were all at work, and now that I'm home every day, she's had to learn that, but she's not minded it really, I don't think, because she gets to go with me, like I said, if I do go and do anything. So, and she loves to travel. She loves to go. But my oldest, really, she's his dog originally, and he would take her everywhere because whenever we first got her, if we were lucky, she was 5 weeks old when we got her, and she was not ready to be weaned. So I don't know what happened to the mother. I don't know the story because it was through a friend is how he got her. And so when he brought her home, it was Christmas of 2016. And so I said, I'm getting a dog for Christmas, because he asked if she could come here until his friend could take her back. And I said, I know how this story will go. I'm getting a dog for Christmas. I'm getting a puppy. I'm getting a puppy for Christmas. And he was like, no, no, no. And I said, okay, the deal is you take care of her and you train her, because we had lost our Boston. His name was Pig. He was rescue. So we did not name him Pig, but he did suit his name because he did have like a little, little snork that he would do every now and then. He was the cutest thing. Cutest thing. Oh my. And we gave him a wonderful life. And like I said, he was a rescue. So we had lost him, it hadn't really been that long, and so I wasn't ready yet. I was not ready yet to get another dog. And he brought her home that night. He brought little Lou home. Oh, she was a nugget. I mean, literally, this is how I held her. It was just the littlest little scrunched up, wrinkly little runt nugget. She was. And I fell in love. And I was like, she's mine now. She's mine. We're keeping her. And at that time, though, it was like, no, you can't get too attached because she's going home. She has her home. We're just fostering until they can take her back. And 8 years later, she's still here. So guess what? I got a puppy for Christmas in 2016. So, and I would not trade it for the world. But what they would do, they had this little pod. It was a little Sherpa pod. And it was, kind of furry on the outside and had the Sherpa lining. And they would just plop her in there. And they would just carry her around, take her wherever, because she was their responsibility at the time. Because I was like, I don't have time for it. Mentally, I was not ready for it. But she definitely softened me and definitely was like, no, it's okay to love another dog again. It is. And I totally believe that even to this day. And I'd much rather have them in my life than never have them in my life. Because they are our family. I mean, we treat them like they're our children. And I get a kick out of her every single day. So, yeah. So that's why she does travel so well, is because Seth took her everywhere with him. And she just got used to it. And she is very social and just gets excited. But she does know her place, and I don't mean that disrespectfully, but she is a protector. She is part pit and part lab, and she has a very good mix of both. And she does get anxious during storms and things like that. But if you have somebody get on the property, and she knows it before we do, because our garage is at the other end of the house, and we don't always know, but she does. And, uh, because our living area is way towards the other end of the house. So she's on it. She can pull herself out of that, and she is on it. And she is very protective. So there is a part of her that knows strangers and doesn't know a stranger. She is so loving. Once she knows that everything's good, she's gonna lick you to death, you know. But she has to make sure that everything's good because she's gonna protect her people first, you know. So it is all in how you raise your dogs. I know my mom was so concerned when we got her, and she was just a little nugget at that time. She was so concerned because she was just like, pet, you can't have a pet, you know, with all the littles and everything, whatever. And I was like, Mom, it's all in how you raise them. And yes, they're animals. I understand this. But they are some of the most gentle animals, you know, especially especially the pits. I mean, they're very protective. But I mean, one of my best friends, that's all she's ever had, and she had males, and they were super stocky. I mean, big males, the most gentle, kind, and loving, but protective dogs, you know. And again, you know, they knew, they could sense, if you were a little hesitant or whatever, they would approach you very gently and slowly. Or they would just kind of leave you alone, but they would just kind of scoot closer and closer to you to let you know that they were okay, you know. I love that. I love that. And that's Luna too. I mean, if she thinks that you're just kind of whatever, she's going to make you love her by the time you leave our house. So, and she would have been such a good mommy. Such a good mommy. She has been wonderful with the grandbabies and the little kids. Now, sometimes with the older little kids, she gets a little rambunctious because she thinks, "Oh, I got playmates." Well, she gets a little bit too playmatey, and it's like, sister, you got to rein it in for a minute because you're being a little bit too much right now. You're a little bit too much. So, okay, I've got this about the length, about two more rows for the headband, and then we can start doing the other stuff on it. So, but no, I got on a talk about my little Lou, about how we got her, and she made it a permanent home here with us, and it's been perfect. And our Bailey, she was our blue heeler, and we had her for a short time, and she was such a good little girl, such a good girl. But we had a tragic accident with her, and she's she's in she crossed the rainbow bridge, and we will see her one day. I do believe that. And our Colt, he was our blue heeler Australian Shepherd mix, and he was our outdoor farming dog. He he was a good boy. Such a good boy. He was old. He was getting on 15, 15-ish or so. And oh, love that dog. He was not, like I said, Australian Shepherd Blue Heeler mix. And to me, that is just a perfect mix. And I guess those are called Texas dogs. That mix, am I right? I think I came across that on the internet, not knowing that there was such a thing. But I think they call them Texas dogs or something like that. And yes, he was a perfect mix. Perfect mix. And so we thought when we got Bailey, that's why we went with the blue heeler, which, yes, blue heelers You know, they're herding dogs, and she was a herder, believe me. She would herd the leaves, she would herd Luna, she would herd us, she would herd the kids. I mean, it was funny and fun to watch her. And she was so funny. She was so funny. And she was just full of energy. And she was yeah, she was just an awesome dog. Awesome dog. So if you go back again, watch some of our shorts, you'll see her in there. She was blending well, but now she just gets to watch over us, and that's good. I was so glad that we had her for the time that we did. And I know Luna, this is the first time in her life that she hasn't had a partner, and because she grew up with Colt, you know, being here, because Colt was a few years old already when we got her. I mean, quite a few years old, because she'll be. She's actually going to be 8 her birthday. Yeah, she'll be 8 her birthday. And it's the week of Thanksgiving. We have never really known the exact date, if it was Thanksgiving of that year or if it was just within that week. So we just celebrate Thanksgiving week as her birthday. So we've just always done that since we've had her. So, and I think I've got the length that I want maybe on this. Exactly 17 inches. Exactly 17 inches. So now I'll just start doing the end tail for this side that I do go ahead and crochet it. And I just do the 1 decrease and then 2 single crochet and then 1 decrease on the other end. So then it starts going in the 2 decrease, 1 or 2 single crochet. So you have the 1 decrease, 2 single crochet, 2 there for the 1 decrease then. And then I single crochet, and then I'll do just 1 row of single crochet through there, so there should be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then single crochet, turn it, and do another decrease through the first 2 stitches, and another decrease through the last 2 stitches, because you'll have the 4 stitches there, chain 1 and turn, and then do single crochet, chain 1, turn, and then do another decrease to where you just have 1 stitch, and then turn and do 1 stitch and turn, 1 stitch and turn. And I think for this one, that's what I'm going to do for my tying, because it makes sense to do it with it like that, because what I would do would be a chain and then come back with a single crochet or a slip stitch. So I think it'll just make it sturdier and still not super bulky to just continue to do the chain 1, turn, single crochet, like I'm doing right here, and then chain 1, turn, single crochet, and just continue doing that to the length that you want your tie to be. Make it super simple, and then it's all together one. So, and I may, on my next band that I make, I may start it out this way and do it, you know, so then it's just one continual, because like right now I'm going to have to go down and attach it, which is fine. It's not a big deal. But that way it'll just be one continuous, and then I won't have as many ends to weave in, and the potential of it being wonky and wonky. because after I get done doing this, I'll actually end up probably stretching it like this a little bit. Because it does kind of give it an interesting little kind of macrame looking pattern, and I kind of like that. I've kind of always liked that, so. And now I can't get my stitch. There we go. Okay. Make it a little bit longer. Kind of put it around my head, around my wrap to see too, kind of where I'm at. So probably a few more stitches. Let me get myself all twisted up. There we go. This almost reminds me of kind of the Roman cord type thing too. I've done that for keychain, wristlets and things like that too. So you can always do that type of chain too. If you wanted to do like the Roman cord style, like, or whatever. I just like, again, I just like to give some texture and definition and just some, I like things being a little different. Than the norm, like I always say, make it your own. Make it your own. And like I said, whenever I was still in nail tech, which just recently, have not been, but, it's just, nobody knows, and you have inspiration from different things and draw from that inspiration and just make it your own. Because that's one thing that I like doing, looking through Pinterest stuff and everything, is that you get all this inspiration and you look at it and you think, oh, well, I like that, how they did it, but I could do this. Okay, see how long I've got my tie. I'm going to do it at the point that I started doing the single stitches. Like I said, I'm going to stretch it a little bit to kind of give it, make it secure, knotted up right. Okay, I've chained it out with the single crochets to about 18 inches, so I think that's plenty. I'll give it plenty to go around the head and to tie. Oh my goodness, what did I do? Oh, here it is. Didn't know what I did with it. And again, I'm using my F hook. I don't know if I said that. The 2.75 F hook. So yeah, I've already chained one to go ahead and cut that off and knot it. And take my silver needle. It's the smaller one. But I like to use this one for my cotton because it does make it a little bit easier. Now, it isn't the easiest to thread, but I like the needle on it. It's so much better. And it's like one of those blunt, kind of like cross-stitch needles. And I got them in a 3-pack. I think I found them at Hobby Lobby 2 on sale for like nothing, like $1, I think. I mean, or maybe $2, I don't know. Again, it was like next to nothing. And so I'm just weaving in my ends like normal. And kind of stretch that out. Cut that off as close as possible. So yeah, I've got it all attached to the end. Now I just need to do the other side. Start it down here, the other end. Okay, so I'll do the decrease at the end, at the start, sorry. And then 2 single crochet. And then single crochet decrease. And I usually put my tails over here so then they can go inside my stitch. So that I don't have to weave them and be concerned about weaving them as much. Then chain 1, the 6 single crochet, 2, 3, no 4, sorry. 4 single crochet because we had 6 that we then chain 1 and turn and do the 1 decrease, single crochet decrease, then another single crochet decrease, chain 1 and turn, 2 single crochet, chain 1, do 1 single crochet decrease, and then this is where you start your chain 1, single crochet, chain 1, turn, single crochet, chain 1, turn, single crochet, and do it to the length that you wish to have it. Mine I'm doing to 18, I think is what I said, 17 or 18, but we'll double check that when we get to it. I just like to be a little bit longer, on the side of being longer, because it depends on, you know, some people want to gather their hair up that have thicker hair, you know, because like with mine, you know, I have just the headband, I mean like the stretchy band, or like the little bands or whatever you call them. I don't even remember what you call them now. But this is a thinner one, of course, but some people, with the way that they do their hair, they want to be able to wrap it a little bit more or whatever, so I'd rather have it a little bit longer tailed to be able to go around thicker hair. And even if it's thinner, it doesn't matter. It can still be a pretty cute bow tied in the back, you know. So either way, it'll be covered. Have it covered. Begin single crochet, turn. I do have it kind of tight, single crochet, turn. And again, using the cone, blue, sugar, and green cone. I was working on my stackable pumpkins earlier, so if anybody watches this on the playback, you can watch me doing my stackable pumpkins. I do have them over here. I'm doing like that. So I just need to get them put together. I'll probably, that'll be something different. It'll be a different live, or I'll do a short or a video or something on it. Doing a stackable, don't know for sure yet. I need to get all my stuff together of how I'm going to decorate it. I have it all, I have it, you know, here and ready, but not right here with me. But I usually do my crafting and everything on my big table in my dining room. So I'll have to get all my stuff out for that, to do that. So I'd like to get one more stackable made, honestly, in a more like a pumpkin color, I think is what I'm going to do. Or different shades of browns. I don't know for sure. I may do one that is more of the pumpkin colors, and then do a stack that has different shades of brown, maybe. I don't know, neutrals, something. I don't know yet. I needed to be deciding though, because I only have about 2 weeks left before this market that I'm prepping for right now. So, and I still have to get everything marked. And I'm going to do a mock setup this weekend to make sure that I get everything kind of placed the way I want to and all that too. So and I'm about done with this headband. So just a few more rows, not very many. A few more stitches, whatever you want to say. Not too tight. Oh, come on. There we go. Again, I'm just watching mowing on YouTube today. I don't know. There's something about watching yard work and all the 9 yards there. Oh, I made it a little bit too long. Okay, I can take a few out. Okay, measure this one to make sure, remember how long we went. I think it was at 17, 18, yes, 18. And this other one, stretch it a little bit like I did the other one. Take out a few more. Double check. Be too lumpy. Yep. Time to go. We can knock this one off. Stretch a little bit. Get my needle. who that was. I think I accidentally answered it, but didn't mean to because I don't know who they are. I get so much spam calling, and I think a lot of it was because I had, my connection with work and stuff, and our advertising on there, and then had my personal number on there for people to schedule with me and all that. And I haven't been having as many in the last 3 weeks. So, okay. So all I need to do now is weave in these ends from me connecting that other tie. This is the only thing that I don't like about these needles, is that the eyes of them are not as big, and it makes it a little bit harder to thread them sometimes. Oh, come on. Oh, good grief. This little strand guide doesn't want to do nothing. He's like, no. There we go. I knew I'd get it eventually, but now watch. Should I get it twisted? Don't care. It's still gonna work. Still gonna work. As long as I can get it weaved in there, don't care. Okay, and since I already took care of that beginning thread whenever I was attaching it and including it in my stitch, I can clip that off and clip off the one I already wove in. And again, very simple, extremely simple, but really cute when you have it tied and wrapped in the hair. You can have it for any season. Any season. And I don't remember what. Oh shoot, I don't remember the color on this one, but it is just different shades of brown. Now this one I found, it's mushroom, I believe. Yes, wild mushroom. And yeah, I know it's flipped wrong, but big twist. And I had never used the big twist before. I have a Joann's near me, but it's like 30 minutes away. So, but they had a really good deal on this big twist. in comparison to the sugar and cream, Lily sugar and cream, however it's worded. But anyway, you know what I'm talking about. So I went ahead and got it. I really do like it. Now I do use that other. I love this cotton. I love this yarn. Love this cotton. I get it from Hobby Lobby. I do like it, but it's so fuzzy that even whenever I'm working with it, it makes my nose, it tickles my nose. And I get it all over my clothes. I mean, it's so linty. And I don't mind it, and I do use it a lot. But as far as durability goes, I don't know in comparison with the other, with the Lily, what it is in, as far as like durability and lasting, you know. So if anybody knows, you might let me know. So I'm going to make a headband out of this dog mushroom too. And I'm just going to do it in one continual. The last one I did not. I added the other strap. So I'm going to start it out to make a 17-inch tail with just the single crochet, chain one, turn, single crochet, chain one, turn. And so then you just have a continual piece. So, which I've been on here for about 2.5 hours now, so I probably should get off. Because I don't even really know what time it is right now. And I'm going to have to start getting some supper made because my men will be coming home from work shortly. I think, anyway. Hubby drives semi, so I don't always know for sure when he'll be home, but I usually try to start getting supper ready. Start the prep anyway about 3 o'clock Central Time, so I probably should do that after I kind of get this started. Hubby's been a little bit under the weather, so we're getting ready to have to get an MRI done. So if everyone could keep him, you know, keep our family in prayers over that, that everything turns out good with that, and if anything needs to be found, it's found. And yeah, we're pretty sure that there's not really anything, but cover all your bases. You'd rather, you know, be over cautious and, you know, get all the testing and all the things done than to not, and it to have been something. So we would very much appreciate prayer. Again, just single crochet, chain one, turn, single crochet, or you could do a Roman knot. This kind of has the same effect of the Roman knot without having to, I mean, to me the Roman knot takes forever. It takes forever. And yes, my calendar just told me that I need to start dinner, so start dinner. So yeah, it's 3 o'clock. We're Central Time, so it's probably getting close to 3 anyway. I don't know on my phone. I'm on my phone, as you can tell, so I don't know what time it is. And I'm too far away from the oven clock to tell, I think. Oh no, I can kind of see. So yeah, it's getting close to 3. So, and I've been sitting way too long. Okay. And stretch that out a bit. Yeah, I'm gonna like that. I like this wild mushroom. It's a neutral, go with anything, kind of a gray, taupey. Yeah, I like it. So, okay, well, I thank everybody for hanging out with me, and I think I am going to go ahead and go because I really do. Oh boy, I do need to get supper started, and I appreciate everybody that took the time to hang out with me again. So, go back and watch the full thing if you want to after it gets downloaded. I mean, it's 2.5 hours long, so I may have to go through and do some editing. So, anyway, I'll see you all later, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Remember to not take anything for granted and that Jesus loves you. We love you, and we'll see you later on. Bye. Have a great night.